Let's solve for the example 1 under the topic Cost Concepts for Decision Making. Now in example number 1, in connection with surfacing a new highway, a contractor has a choice of 2 sites on which to set up the asphalt mixing plant equipment. The contractor estimates that it will cost $2.75 per cubic yard mile to haul the asphalt paving material from the mixing plant to the job location. Factors relating to the 2 mixing sites are as follows. Production costs at each site are the same. Now the situation here is the contractor is considering site A and site B as the asphalt mixing plant. So this is where the asphalt mixing material will be prepared. Now the 2 sites has a distance of the site A 4 miles from the job location, and then for site B it is 3 miles from the job location. The job requires 50,000 cubic yards of mixed asphalt paving material. It is estimated that 4 months, that is 17 weeks of 5 working days per week, will be required for the job. So this is the time, the duration of the work. Compare the 2 sites in terms of their fixed, variable, and total costs. Assume that the cost of the return trip is negligible. Which is the better site? Is it site A or site B? The one who is farther away from the job site or the one who is nearer from the job site? For the selected site, how many cubic yards of paving material does the contractor have to deliver before starting to make a profit if paid $12 per cubic yard delivered to the job location? So with all these costs, so this will be the cost that the contractor will be facing. So it's asking for the volume of delivered material that he will deliver before he will start to make profit, because the profit will come as $12 per cubic yard or per volume of the material being delivered. Hint: the contractor will begin to make a profit at the point where total revenue equals total costs as a function of the cubic yards of asphalt pavement mix delivered. Okay, so these are the entire situation and considerations. So first, we are going to answer the question, which is the better site? So to do that, we need to find out given all these costs for the 2 sites, we will find out to what site will the contractor pay less. So that it will help him in making a decision to where he will set up the asphalt mixing plant. Is it site A? So if it is site A, which is farther away from the job site, imagine if this is the highway, or is it site B, which is near of 3 miles from the job site? So take note that he will choose between these 2 sites because these sites is where he's choosing a site where he will prepare the asphalt material that will be used in surfacing this new highway. Okay, so if you are the engineer, which site is better for you, the nearer or the farther? Now let's consider the cost factor. We have here the average hauling distance given, so 4 miles for site A, 3 miles for site B. The monthly rental of site So, meaning the contractor does not own site A and site B. He will rent the site for $2,000 for site A, and for site B that is $7,000. And it seems like it is fixed. Why? Because there's no condition if it is per month or per day. So it is a fixed cost. If he will set up the asphalt mixing plant equipment there, then he will automatically pay $2,000 or $7,000 in how many duration that he will be there. So this is a fixed cost. Now, cost to set up and remove equipment. So for the cost to set up and remove equipment, we have site A for $15 and we have site B to be $50. From the first look of it, this is more expensive than this portion here. And again, the cost to set up and remove equipment is a fixed cost. So, because it does not imply whether it is per month or per yard. Then we have the hauling expense of $2.75 per cubic yard mile each site. So whichever site it is, the hauling expense is the same, which is $2.75 per yard or cubic yard mile. Flag person. So the flag person is the one who will oversee the, for example, the traffic when the equipment is, or the truck will be going out from the site and to the job site. The site A does not require a flag person, but site B requires a flag person with a, so he will pay the flag person for $150 per day. Take note that the project will take 17 weeks and each week has 5 working days. So that is 5 times 17. So that is a total number of days that he will be needing the flag person. So from all this is the variable cost. Hauling expense depends on the mile that it will travel. Flag person depends on how many days he will work. Okay, so let's solve first for the total cost. For site A, so let's write here, site A first, we have the rent. Rent for site A is $2 here. So $2. Oh, it is monthly rental. So this is per month. So this is per month. Okay. So that means that is $2,000 rather per month. And how many months do we have? So that is 17 weeks. So 1 month has 4 weeks. So that is 17 divided by 4. That will be, so it's already mentioned in the problem, so that is 4 months. So 4 months. Okay. So the total cost there will be 4 times $2,000, that will be equal to $8,000. Next, for the setup and the removal. Setup and removal. So we have there $15. $15,000. Then we have the hauling expense. For the hauling expense, we have there $2.75 per cubic yard mile. So if we write it, so this is cubic yard mile. Then how many cubic yard? Says there the job requires 50,000 cubic yards. So we will write here 50,000 cubic yards. Then the distance of site A from the job site is 4 miles. So that is equal to, so we cancel out yard, cubic yard, and then miles here. So if we calculate it, that is equal to $550,000. For the flag person, that is $0. And then the total of this will be $573,000. So that is the total cost for choosing site A. Now let's go for the site B. So for site B, we have the rental for site B. For 4 months, how much would that would be? $7,000 per month. So that is 4 months, and that is equal to $28,000. That's a lot. Next, the setup and removal. How much does it cost for the setup and removal for site B? That is $50,000. It's a lot. So that is $50,000. And then the hauling expense is the same. That is equal to $2.75 per cubic yard mile. And then $50,000 cubic yards is required for the job, and the distance for site B is 3 miles. So we can cancel out cubic yard and mile here. Then we multiply. The answer will be 412,500. Next, for the flag person. For the flag person, we have there $150 per day. So that is $150 per day. How many days? We mentioned here a while ago we are using 17 weeks of 5 working days per week. So we have there 17 weeks of 5 days per week. So cancel week here, cancel day. What's left is $150 times 17 times 5. That is 12,750. And the total of this is $503,250. Surprisingly, site B is cheaper than site A. Therefore, I will be choosing to use site B, the one nearer to the job site. Okay, so we were able to answer the question which site is better. Now, the next is how many cubic yards or how many volume of asphalt paving material does the contractor have to deliver before he can start to make a profit? If he is being paid $12 per cubic yard delivered to the job location. So again, our hint is he will begin to make a profit when the total revenue equals the total cost. So let's do that. Total revenue equals total cost. So for the total revenue, he will be earning $12 per cubic yard. Now the question here is, let X be the number or the volume that he will be delivering. So let X is equal to the total volume to be delivered in cubic yard. Okay, now for the total cost, now for this costing here, we will be using the solution of site B. So we have there the $28,000 plus the $50,000 plus the flag person, which is 12,750. Now here is the part wherein we do not know how many cubic yard in this portion. So we will put here $2.75 per cubic yard mile in 3 miles, but X for the hauling volume. So in this portion, we have 50,000 cubic yards, but this is only an estimated value to finish the job. So the question is, find X or the total volume that should be delivered before he will start to make a profit. So of course, this is the estimated value to finish the job, but it doesn't mean this is the volume wherein the contractor will make a profit. So solving for X using your calculator. Of course, we'll cancel mile here. So using your calculator, so X here is equal to 24,200 cubic yards. So after he delivers 24,200 cubic yards, he will then start making a profit. So the excess of 24,200 yards is now that it becomes his profit. So that is what is being asked here. But if he asks how much will he be having as a profit, then you just minus this 50,000 minus 24,200 multiplied to $12. So that is the profit. But the problem is asking the how many volume to be delivered, wherein he is making costs, wherein after that volume, he will be starting to make a profit.